We were the first foreign insurance company back in China. All right? And in fact, we helped the PICC and others to get started. When PICC had a public offering, we led the public offering in AIG. So we know them very well. When we were the first foreign insurance company back into China. And it took a long time for us to get into China. But we helped the Chinese insurance industry learn something about how to run an insurance company. Most of the business in China right now for the insurance industry, about 78% is automobile. Okay? And the automobile experience in China from a point of view of results is really marginal. The expense ratio for the Chinese insurance industry compared to what it is, say, in the United States, is much higher. So there's a lot of development that needs to be done yet. We operate in China. We're in a position to help Chinese insurance companies, both inside and outside of China. We can help them if they want to follow their clients in different countries. We can help them. We can write business, reinsure part of it back to them. And so, we have a long history in the country. So, that's the insurance industry in China today. The biggest problem we have is trust between us. And we have to overcome that. And I can say a couple of other things about that. Where do all the Chinese students want to go to school? In Russia or the United States? Where do the Chinese want to invest? In Russia or the United States? We have a lot that we benefit each other from. Seems to me that U.S.-China close relationship is the national interest of both countries. And we must do everything we can to enhance that. We can't let little things trouble us. We have to both resolve any differences that we have. It's important. It goes beyond today, and even in a year or two. It has to do with a lot of the future of both countries. When I ran AIG, we did business in China and in Russia. Okay? We had more opportunities in China than we had in Russia. You have to have the rule of law. If you can't rely on the rule of law, I don't care what country it is, you don't do business. We wouldn't do business there. You got to have the rule of law. And the rule of law has got to be the same for everybody. You can't say, it's good for you, but not for me. And you'll never get foreign investment. I don't care what the country is. You won't get much foreign investment unless the foreign investors understand that the rule of law is the same for everybody. That's a reality. It's not my making it up. It's anybody doing business internationally has that experience. Well, we have very few complaints about doing business in China. We've been there for a long time. I first went back to China in 1975. It took to 1992 to get a license. It's a long time. But we were patient. We were doing business in 130 countries, so we understood how to do business in different countries. I think we brought a lot of knowledge to China in things that we do. We have not only invested in China, we have done many things charitable in China. If you have a list of all we've done in China for charity and education, it's several $1 billion. Well, our company was founded there, and it was after Nixon and Kissinger went. And I thought we would establish a relationship with the PICC. The PICC at that time was no bigger than this office. Okay, it was very small. And we worked out a reinsurance arrangement with them, and were very helpful to them, very helpful. And I kept going back to China every year. I got to know then the mayor of Shanghai, which was Zhu Rongji, and we became pretty good friends. I helped him establish a number of things. I worked hard on getting China to WTO. So we did many things to benefit China. I'm optimistic because I think a country as large as China will continue to change, as it has. Since I've been going to China, I've seen many changes, for the good. You know, you look, when I first went to China, it was not the second largest economy in the world. It is now the second largest economy in the world. And if China does what I said a little while ago, has more consumer-driven economy, it will be the largest economy in the world. So, of course, you have to have patience. Well, I advocated and publicly stated we need a free trade agreement with China. The United States and China should have a free trade agreement. It may take 10 years to negotiate, but so what? It took us 10 years to negotiate with Korea for a free trade agreement. It took China 10 years with Australia to have a free trade agreement. We should begin discussing that. And you know, whether China should go into TPP, the big issue is the SOEs. And if China can moderate that, you know, I'm all for China coming into either TPP or separately have a free trade agreement to grow successfully and continue to do things that benefit us and benefit China. Well, if we're creative and introduce new products, if we help Chinese companies that that are investing outside of China, we can either help them in investing, or we can help them in providing insurance coverages for their investments outside of China.